Hello, guys, and welcome back to the D's Don't Get Degrees podcast.
Hi, guys. My name is Dominic.
My name is Jessica.
And we're back. We didn't quit on you guys.
Yeah, I know. It probably seemed like it, but we're back. Episode number 11.
Yep. Sorry about the delay, but you know.
We'll actually get into that a little later on. Yeah, we'll get into it.
The delay.
About the delay,
yeah, for sure. But
it was on my end, so if anyone's gonna, point fingers, it was.
Better not. Just don't. It's not a big deal. It's only been like we only missed a week. It's our we went a full 10 episodes without missing a beat. So I think
funny.
it's
10 episodes and we called it quits.
just
we're done. It's cool.
This is hard. It is so difficult. You know how hard it is.
How hard it is to talk
for an hour. You know how hard it is to come up with episode titles week in, week out. Are you serious?
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into them. I told someone that and they were like, "Oh, I don't even read the descriptions." Never felt so insulted.
I think I literally made I put it as if it was a joke, but it's very passive aggressive. But I put something like that on
fucking descriptions
on the Instagram post. I don't remember if it was my personal one or one on the page, but I said something like, "Yo, we put a lot of work into these, so when you click on the episode, actually read the description."
Yeah, because they're pretty good. We sit around
not
and
to toot our own horns, but yeah, they're pretty good.
They're funny.
We have entire strategy sessions dedicated just to the title and description. So that's why we had to take a week off, because we ran out of titles.
We ran out of titles and we couldn't figure out a good description, so we just scrapped that week.
We literally had an episode recorded and we was like, you know what?
Doesn't every YouTuber say that though?
Yeah.
When it takes them forever to put out an episode, they're like,
"Oh, sorry.
dude, I recorded this like 10 times and I wasn't happy with it.
I haven't been feeling it lately.
I scrapped it." And I'm like, yeah, sure you did, buddy.
Yeah, sure. No, they're like, yeah, I haven't been feeling it lately. My creative juices aren't flowing.
I left my homework at home. I swear I did it. It's on the counter.
I just don't want to give you guys like bad content, like.
I don't want to lower the standard. Okay, so we wanted to do a really cute little thing. This came up yesterday, literally yesterday.
Yeah, it came up recently. Just so you know, I know we normally do our weekly recap or whatever, but for me, maybe Jessica can speak on her own, but for me, not much happened. Bam.
Not much happened to me this week, but I can give you guys a little bit of last week a little later. But for this week, we thought it'd be cute to read our horoscopes and to talk a little bit about astrology.
No, it's like
the mystery of astrology. I think is what I wanted to say, and I just fucking put it all together.
It's all good. Yeah, we want to talk about it. Just a full disclaimer. I'm not going to speak for Jessica, but personally, I don't super really believe in astrological.
That's because he's a Leo. I believe in everything, including
astrology.
Yeah.
So you think your horoscope is 100% about to happen?
Mm-hmm. And I think that everyone born in the same month as me is also the exact same. We're living the exact same life right now.
All right, well, let's see what it says then.
Okay, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
So this is from Cosmo. I'd encourage everybody to get your horoscopes from Cosmo. Don't read ahead, you cheat.
She caught me.
Don't read ahead, you cheat.
What's it say?
So this is Leo.
So
if you are born between the months of Leo, then this one is for you.
Between the months of Leo?
Yeah, September 3rd, for the week of September 3rd. Y'all ready? Okay. Call in the royal treasurer Leo. You have finances and values on the brain. Mercury
I do.
Entering Virgo. Ooh, sounds
I don't know what some of that stuff means. I'm pretty sure it's the planets that just work for me. I don't know.
Maybe. Mercury entering Virgo gives you the passion to learn more about abundance and personal security.
Okay, sure.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Set high intentions on money this Sunday under the new moon.
Okay.
And then let it rain.
I don't have enough to let it rain. We're going to see. Okay.
Venus entering Scorpio will inspire a love for home and or a hometown lover.
I'm hoping it's the second one, because I already really do like not leaving my house.
Okay.
So that wouldn't be anything new. I'm hoping a hometown lover
I love
comes
this.
along.
Follow the urges to redecorate and align romantically with partners who will keep you adored and cherished.
Aw.
This is nice. I think you should hit up someone from
my hometown.
From your hometown, like an old pal that you.
Oh, you think it'll be? You know what? This would be the week to do it. Honestly,
do it, bro.
I've had a couple people I just been thinking about on my mind, just and not even in that type of way, but just people that I used to spend a lot of time with, and I just haven't in forever because life gets in the way.
They will keep you adored and cherished.
Aww.
Those are great. That's a great little horoscope.
Yeah,
and figure out your personal finances.
definitely need to figure that out.
It says Sunday under the new moon is when you should like sit down and really physically and work out your personal finances.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna do that.
That is a beautiful week for you.
You know what?
That's good.
Maybe astrology isn't the word. We'll see.
Maybe astrology isn't trash.
We're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back next week and tell y'all if this actually worked out or not. We'll see.
Okay.
For me.
Okay. Here's mine. I am an Aquarius.
What you got?
The water bearer. Okay. All this Virgo energy has Aquarius deeply attached to connection.
Connection with who? Virgos?
I don't know.
Okay.
Mercury touring Virgo on Tuesday inspires you to think deeply about your relationships, sexuality, and intimacy.
Okay.
Offer your intentions during Sunday's new moon so you can manifest the higher experiences of social attachment. Sunday's Venus joining in Scorpio aligns you with love and meaningful support in the workplace.
Aww.
Well, I don't have a workplace.
The work, maybe they mean the mental like workplace of like where you like, you know, not literally where you go earn your money, but workplaces in like where you get work done. Or maybe they mean schoolwork, or maybe they mean like, you never know.
I do like this think deeply about your relationship, sexuality, and intimacy. Did I tell you? I don't think I have, but I've told some other friends. I am taking an oath.
You did mention it, yes.
Of celibacy.
Yep.
You heard it here first, guys. But maybe act like you didn't, because if I go back on it, I don't want to be judged.
I didn't think you would bring this up. That's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, good
but
for you.
But also a very like liberating thing to put out loud into the world. An oath of celibacy for the rest of the year. So
you want to tell us a little bit about it, just as much as you feel like sharing why or like
I
what
feel
brought
like,
this on?
It's like a detox almost. It's how I'm treating it. Yeah,
sure.
kind of.
Okay.
It's like, you know what? I haven't felt that great about my body and about my sexual health lately.
Okay.
And everything that has to do with it, like dating and the whole mess that comes along with sex.
You know what? I feel that because there's moments for me sometimes where I'm like, you know what? I really don't like how things are going with like dating or just whatever, like just relationships in general, just stuff. And I'm like, maybe I should take a break. Maybe I should just take a step back, focus on me, whatever. The same thing everybody always says. But
so I've decided I'm gonna focus on like my nutrition, like what I'm putting into my body, how I'm treating it. I've been doing like a lot of like weird little like face masks. I've been stretching it like right before I go to sleep.
Taking care of your skin.
Yeah, I'm taking care of my body. And I'm not letting any man fuck that up or any woman fuck that up, truly.
Yeah.
All about me.
Yep, your body.
At least until the end of the year. I don't know why. Whatever. So I like this idea of like Tuesday. I got to think deeply about these things. So
for sure,
I'll hold off. And then apparently on Sunday we both have homework.
Yeah.
I have to manifest higher experiences of social attachment. I don't know what that means.
It said the full sentence says offer your intentions during Sunday's new moon so you can manifest the higher experiences of social attachment.
What does that mean?
I'm focusing kind of on so it says the first part, offer your intentions during, on Sunday. I guess whatever conclusion you come up with from when you think about, when you think deeply about your relationship, sexuality, intimacy, if there's a particular person or a particular and even like a friend or because it just says social attachment, that can be anybody, even if it's family members, whatever. If you come up with some kind of realization and like there's somebody in that like a specific person or people, then maybe you hit them up on Sunday.
Maybe I will.
And that's how that goes, And I mean, clearly you won't be having sex with them, but it, social attachment can mean anything.
What a crazy idea.
I know. Both of our horoscopes was just like, yo, hit whoever that up. Hit somebody up this week. But
okay, that was cute. I like that.
Yeah, no, I like it a lot.
All right, thanks, Cosmo.
And should I do it? So Jessica went on the positive side and looked at our horoscopes and stuff. I did a little more astrology to see what makes both of us kind of shitty. Just like, I guess treat this like a warning. So anybody thinking about dating either of us, right? Let me just let you know what you're in store of. You don't want me to do it?
Well, if you are, just know I'm serious about my oath. So.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, I don't mean it like that. She's absolutely serious about the celibacy. That has nothing to do with that. This is just like
next week. So guys, I broke it.
Okay, so first you.
Okay.
You're an Aquarius, right? Mm-hmm. So you're most compatible with Geminis and Libras.
I hate Geminis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's
maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe.
Thin line.
But now to the important stuff. Your negative traits are you're unpredictable, you are inconsistent, you're detached, you're stubborn, you're aloof, and you're kind of an extremist.
I love that. Those are all great.
No, this is true. Something about these negative, especially when you compare them to my negative traits. Like when you hear my negative traits, you'll be like, "Wow, what a jackass!" But when you hear hers, you're like, "Oh, it's just this cool kid." Like literally, all these traits
just fun.
Yeah, all these traits just describe like the coolest person everybody knows. Like, oh yeah, they're cool. They're kind of aloof. They just like to chill. They come in and out whenever they feel like it. They're not really like caught up on.
I like those traits.
Yeah.
Those are all good.
The only one that could be spin negatively in any kind of way is inconsistent, I guess. And all it says for the description of that is, in fact, it depends on their mood.
It does depend on my mood.
If you're inconsistent. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can say that about anything, anybody, But
okay, let's not take that turn of like, oh, astrology can fit whatever. It's all bullshit.
What?
Let's read yours. Since
Okay, yeah. All right, let's read
your
mine.
characteristics aren't that great.
I'm apparently headstrong.
Uh-huh.
Egotistic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is your ego hurt? Or is that what's happening right now? Are you about to cry? Your eyes just watered.
Shut up. No, I'm headstrong, egotistic, allegedly, possessive, not true, dominating, impatient, and arrogant. Why are these all just making This is so bad.
Okay. But okay. Dominating, we can flip that one around, okay? That might be a positive.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're the king of the jungle.
Yeah. I don't think I think I'm dominating in the right situations when I have to be.
Arrogant is truly just you're focused on you. And seeing as you're single right now, that's not that bad.
Yeah. No, for sure.
If you ever want to date someone, I can see that.
Well, I guess that's literally how I started off the segment. Was like, hey, just warnings if you're trying to date.
Yeah, but okay. Maybe that just isn't a good word. They could have picked something else.
That's truly me. Apparently, I'm self-centered as hell. Arrogant.
Are you possessive? Are you prone to jealousy? Wow.
Not
really?
Usually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the type of person. I'm not crazy jealous, right?
Where's
I'm not crazy
trust?
Person jealous. But I have.
Yeah, jealous.
I have. Yeah. Just nobody would ever know it because I'm not gonna act on it. I'm not gonna whatever. If you know me super super well, you'll be able to tell. Just because like I get very kind of. Some of those sarcastic jokes start coming out a lot more frequent, and I start getting a little more shitty. You'll be like, "What's wrong with you, dude?" But like, it's never been a problem.
We went to the plan was to get pizza yesterday for all of us to eat, and you were very impatient.
Okay, to be fair, they said, "Oh, we're out. We're actually out." I just ordered plain pepperoni. By the way, they were like, "We're actually out right now. It's gonna take a while to cook." And it's not even that it was going to take a while. It was his attitude when he said it.
He was like, yeah, they're cleaning the machine.
And it was like, no, there's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. I get it. Because whatever. It was like 2 hours before they closed. It's not a big deal. It was 2
hours before they closed, and you couldn't walk in. Yeah. You had to go through the drive-thru.
Which
maybe that's just a policy I am not familiar with.
I wasn't too tripping on it. I just legit didn't feel like waiting that long. I'm sorry. I guess that's what impatient is. But it's like, I don't know.
And then we waited like 30 minutes at Sonic.
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
But it was a while.
It was. I guarantee it was going to be quicker than a pizza.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe we had waited and asked, like, how long would it take?
It's one of those things. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was one of those things. I said it because I knew it would be kind of cheap. But once I was there and I was like, oh, I gotta really wait on this too. I realized I don't want this pizza anyway. It was like one of those things. I agreed to eat because, like I said, it would have been cheap and it would have been easy. But like. It's one thing to get fast food that's not that good, but you just deal with it because it's convenient. But if you have to wait for
we were at Walmart. Why didn't we get something there? That's crazy. Okay, whatever.
That's a good question. Well, what would you have wanted to get?
I don't know. A Lunchable?
For dinner?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess.
A Lunchable
you do you. I probably could have got a TV dinner. You're right.
Yeah,
like a TV dinner or something.
A little thing or something.
Whatever. I don't regret it. The Sonic was amazing.
It was. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit, and I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I don't like making a big deal about it, but I did want to talk to Dominic about it because I knew he would relate.
Yeah.
Because it is a very relatable thing.
Oh,
and
for sure.
I guess if you can relate, a lot of people out there can relate.
I mean, I feel if I know what it is, like I think I do, it's pretty similar. It ties into the theme of our entire show, the title and everything.
Right.
So
2 degrees.
yeah.
Wow.
So I feel like
circle.
it's not a. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's okay to say it on here. If you want to go for it, go for it.
All right.
I feel like people know what they signed up for.
Yeah. For anyone not caught up to date fully, I have started school, and this is my 4th week. Yeah, this is week 3, I believe, or week 3 or week 4. I'm not sure. I
don't know.
Basically,
but it's been a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so not this past weekend, but the one before it. You guys know I've been relying on Lyft to make up for the fact that I don't have a full-time job right now.
Yep.
And my car's AC needed to get fixed, so I was away for the weekend getting that fixed, and I came back and it was just a little too late to film the podcast when we usually film the podcast.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we didn't. Yeah,
right.
It's fine.
And then I had a lot of stuff to do that week, and I ended up pushing this podcast like on the back burner, thinking like, okay, I can't do it today, but maybe I can do it tomorrow. And then
that was the original plan. We were like, okay, we can't do it Sunday, can't do it Monday. We'll try Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Then after Tuesday, I think we were just like, you know what? Let's just wait till next week. It's not a big deal.
It just kept getting like. I kept on, but this is the thing, right? This is the stem of all issues that are me and academics.
Sure.
Is that there is this deeply rooted anxiety that for whatever reason doesn't let me just get things done. No, that's my thing. You can't say, oh, honey. I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. I don't know if it's that. I don't know. Because it has nothing to do with like, oh, I'm not good at studying. I'm not good at taking notes. You're like nothing like that.
You're a better student than I know for most people. It's just.
It's this weird like build up.
Do you think it's what I think it is? And I don't know what it was before, but what I think it is now, it's the pressure. It's like this is like. Remember we talked about it before when you were talking about coming, and we might have mentioned it on the podcast, maybe not, but you were talking about like going back to school and how like. Okay, no, serious. I need to like actually get this shit together.
Right.
Like this isn't like before when I was just this is for real.
That's true. I can attribute some of that to this anxiety, like this semester.
For sure, because you feel the pressure where like, okay, I'm a grown woman. I want to do something with my life. I need to go ahead and like just do my home. Like, what's the big deal?
Just do my fucking homework.
But you can't. It's not as easy as just do it. It's not. But Nike.
Then I think about what about.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is now. I don't know. It must be different. Well, you could. I'm pretty sure we could come up with different like little things that. But you're pretty sure the anxiety is the root of the issue, right?
I think so.
Okay, so we could talk about it. This time was the pressure. Maybe I'm sure the first time there was a lot of pressure too, because you were leaving home, and your parents, from what you they're a little hard on you. I'm not gonna whatever, no details, but they're a little hard on you. I'm sure there's like a lot of pressure not to disappoint them. Like nobody wanted, and I can speak just from personal experience, nobody wanted to be the person that like went away to school or whatever, paid all this money, whether you paid out of pocket, whether your parents pay for you, whether you got loans, however you got it done. Mm-hmm. You didn't want to go to this huge institution and essentially waste all this money and time. That was definitely like pressure that led to like some anxiety I had the first year, and it just didn't help. It was like I would, to me, it was like, for me, it was a cycle. I would mess up on an assignment or something, or like whatever little thing, school thing here and there, I would mess up, and then I'll feel like the pressure building, like, oh man, like I fucked up, like this is bad, whatever. And then because of that, I would get more anxious, more nervous, whatever, like, and then I would that would put me back on the next, like, I think what I noticed, the thing about college is you don't really have time to like dwell on anything. You don't really have time to like beat yourself up over it. And I have that bad. I like beat myself up over every missed assignment, every late assignment, every day where I'm like, I just can't.
I'm one of those students that's like, if I didn't turn in something, I don't want to go to the class for the next 2 weeks, because it's like I can't show my face. They're gonna know.
There's pride
and there's
none
of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much better if you just not own up to it, because I am owning up to this. Like when I do mess up, it's not that. It's just this weird feeling of like guilt, but also you did this to yourself
for sure,
and you could have prevented it, but you chose not to.
And it starts this like self-destructive cycle that it's really hard to get out of. Because you look up and it's like, oh, it's midterms and I haven't been to class in like 2 months. I'm definitely not ready, but it's my freaking midterms. I can't skip it. And, you know, like, it's tough.
It was a weird moment of, I remember why I hated school so much and why I still do. Because it doesn't let you take things at your own pace. And I can't imagine that this is what it feels like for every other student.
No, I'm sure there
are students who do, but I'm sure most aren't like crippled by the idea of like, oh, I have one thing after another. And it just like, it makes you spiral. I don't think that that's the experience for everyone. So it's a little tough to keep yourself consistent, like keep yourself going. Oh, I'm inconsistent. There it goes. what a
astrology's a thing. Astrology's real.
Yeah. It's hard for me to maintain consistency when it's just constant. Like it's never gone until the semester's over. That's why it feels great to finish the semester.
Yeah.
But until then, it's always this feeling of like, I'm not doing enough because I'm not currently studying and I'm not preparing and I'm not getting like work done ahead of time. I don't know.
No, I definitely like understand the feeling. I think, like I say, right now it's the pressure. I think it's also a little bit of, I can't say it's not over exaggeration, but this is the type of pressure that like, it's still very early in the semester, you know?
Yeah.
I think in your head because you've like messed up a couple times before, so you know how this can easily spiral and lead to like, you know, more missed assignments, more like bad tests, more bad quizzes, whatever. But I think it would help to contextualize each individual assignment as what it is. It's just one assignment, you know, like if you're a little late or if you didn't do as well as you wanted, it's just one assignment. Like don't let it affect the next thing, you know, like just take it like one day, one step. It's easier said than done for sure. But like, I think you have to kind of get good at doing that, because if not, it's just that cycle, you know?
Yeah, it sucks. And it's hard. I'm going in the semester really trying to put school before everything else. And it's so hard to not think about money that I owe, money that I don't have that I need, and all these other little things that just you can't put on pause. You know, I can't put on
real
pause.
Life, like, and that's one of the
rest of my life.
Real life can't be put on pause. Like you just can't. Yeah, and you wish it could, so that you could like if you could just pause everything else in life just to focus on school for a semester, that'd be amazing. But that's just not super realistic.
Be great though. Wouldn't that be great?
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but technically that's what like our first semester year of school is supposed to be.
But I worked to pay for that.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
so it didn't feel like I was.
Well, what about like, I mean, when you were there though, like when you were actually there on campus, were you working while you're there or whatever?
No.
That's what I mean. Like that for me, when I say that, I mean, and maybe your experiences were different, but that was the only time I've ever had, the first year I was away at UT, that was the only time I've ever had to like not actually have to worry about anything else really in life. It was just school. Like that's it. That was the closest we'll ever, and even then life didn't necessarily pause or stop. There were still, I would still get like, you know, calls from home, and like certain things would still be stressful here and there, and I still would have to think about like the loans and stuff I took out and the money I do owe now. But that's the closest I would have ever gotten to like putting my pause on life.
I wish I was like a trust fund kid. Wouldn't that be great? Nice? Yeah. You get out of high school and you can just like carefree. But
I'm sure there's something to, there's more, I'm sure there's pressure and stuff to them.
I'm sure there is, but like, personally though, I feel like a lot of my stress would be alleviated with like a little bit of financial assistance.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely can't argue with that. Like, if
not all of it, because
if you knew that all you had to do was just go to school and graduate and that's it, and you didn't have to worry about how you're gonna pay back all this money once you then, or you wouldn't have to worry about, like, if you messed up, it's just like, oh, I messed up. It's not like, oh, I messed up and like I wasted all this, you know, like, it's just, oh, I messed up.
6 months worth of work.
For sure. No, that definitely would help. I tend to agree, but I also think about it as in, I might be one of the trust fund kids who are like, you know how in movies where there's trust fund kids and they're like, yeah, my dad said he'll give me my trust fund, but he won't give it to me until I finish college. I feel like I'll be that kid that would struggle to finish college and be like, I just want my money. I just want my money. And he's like, no, dude, you gotta finish. But it's hard. I don't want like.
Yeah.
I'd be like the spoiled trust fund
Maybe this anxiety would be even worse if I had money. It'd be like I'd indulge in like self-destructive behaviors and shit.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think you'd be fine. I think that'd be me. I think I would just like. I'd be like, man, I don't like. I think I still would like try. I think it would work out almost the same, except instead of loans from the government, it'd be loans from my parents. But it would just be like, yeah, well, school didn't work out the first year. I'm gonna try. Oh, it didn't work out again. You know what? I'm gonna take a year break. And then I will take my break. And
Gap years, like when kids that are a little bit like better off than us after high school, they just take a year to travel and like, enjoy themselves, and then they go to school.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that have been nice?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. I'm glad I got in it when I did. Mm-hmm. I really am, because I still think like the longer you take to. I mean, I see what you're saying. If you would have took that year to then when you went back, it would have been less pressure. But I don't know. For me, I don't think it would have made that big a difference.
Like straight out of high school, straight to work, straight to college.
That's true. Yeah. No. Yeah. Like you wish you would have had a little more time before life like smacked you in the face. So
right.
I definitely understand that, and I agree with that sentiment for sure. Like it feels like you said, it was just high school. Then for you, it was high school, work, then college, then work some more. For me, it was
then work forever.
Yeah. For me, it was high school. College is your one chance to not work. Nope, you mess it up, and now you got to work forever. Oh, but also you can't get a good job until you finish school. But you can't really do too good in school while you work. Like, it's tough.
That brings us to a great topic, though. So we were talking about how nice it would be once we do manage to graduate.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're no longer starving for money and like the tiniest bit of income.
Absolutely. I was telling Jessica, the one thing that like kind of gets me through a lot of these really tough moments, of like either having a job you don't like or not having a good job or whatever, or even like the tough moments in school that she described earlier, is that one day I'm going to look back on this and like be able to laugh because I'm going to be past it, like
right.
You're going to be past it. One day I'm going to have my degree, working like my big boy career job, whatever that it is. Hopefully I like.
What is that saying? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yeah.
No, in this instance, it's about the destination. I'm trying to get there. Like, I don't care about this journey. I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm over it. Yeah, like I get it. It's cool. One day I'll be able to tell a cool, like heartwarming story to my kids or something. But for now, I'm just ready.
I'd like to have enough money to eat. That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I pay my bills on time, please?
For sure, that'd be great. No, yeah, it's definitely just the only thing that gets me through, like I said, is like looking forward to the future of like, okay, this isn't forever. It's just temporary.
Right.
But
that being said, I thought it was fun because we discussed it for a tiny bit, was dream jobs.
Right.
Not just dream jobs, but like dream adulthoods.
Okay, like lifestyle.
Right. Right, because we got into that a little bit.
Yeah, lifestyle. Because I think that's where because when I think of like the dream job I want to have, it would shape what kind of like realistically what kind of job you have shapes what kind of life you have. Not just money, but like there's other, because I could imagine some jobs where I don't want to work a job where, and I guess I'll just start off like this. I don't want to work a job where I'm making a lot of money, but I don't have any like free time, like any personal like,
like a doctor.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And I also don't want to do a job that I don't like. I feel like, honestly, once I do get through school, like, I would hate to have wasted all this time in school and, like, worked this hard and accumulated all this debt just to get into something that, like, I hate as much as what I do now, like a regular, like, and I mean, the money definitely will help me hate it a little less for sure. And if we're talking big bucks, okay, forget what I just said, right? But if we're talking your normal career, whatever jobs, like I don't want to hate it, and that's kind of one of my fears. I'm afraid like I'll find a career and then realize, man, I wasted all this time to do this and I don't like it. That would suck.
I feel like we let little kids indulge in fantasizing their future. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do that right now.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So criteria for like dream job conversation, right?
Money. There's gotta be a lot of it.
It has to be a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna say the opposite. I was gonna be like, can we pretend like money is not a thing? Okay. As in like let's pretend whatever that job automatically goes along with whatever lifestyle you want to have. That's why I say describe the whole thing. Don't really worry about like, all right, so I'll start off. My dream job is I want to be a famous podcaster. I'm kidding. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
I want to be Joe Rogan. I want to grow up to be.
No, that'd be cool, but like, nah. It's weird. I feel like other people have always had like dream job. If you had put me on the spot, I realized I've never really had a dream job.
Yeah, me either. I had like very, very weird as a little kid. I never had one that I stuck to. So yeah. I guess that means I didn't have one.
For me, the only, like, every time I think about my future and like, oh, if I just had this much money, what I would do, I think about like a lifestyle. I don't think about a particular,
the actual job.
Yeah, I don't think about what I would do to get this money. I just think about like, man, I'm gonna have this money. I'm gonna be living in this like penthouse. I'm gonna be chilling. Yeah. But so I can tell you, and it's really funny, and it'll be even funnier to anybody that actually knows me. If you don't know, I am about 5'4" in real life. I'm a short guy. Okay, that's just the truth. My first real dream job the only real dream job I've ever like remember having when I was a kid, and it probably broke when I was turned like 9 or 10, and I realized, oh, this is it. I wanted to be a basketball player. Literally, I know the only job in the world that requires you to be at least like 6'1", 6'2", right. And that's what I want to do with my life. That's what I used to dream of, like being in the NBA. I used to watch a lot of basketball. I used to like yeah, one day I'm gonna be like Kobe. Like it was cool. I loved it. I played basketball like I think a little bit in elementary and a bit more when I was younger, and like, but then I realized I wasn't tall enough, and I also wasn't very good. I legit, I was like I used to play and kind of practice and stuff. Maybe I didn't put in enough practice. I don't know, but I just wasn't like very good, even amongst my peers. Like even compared to people my age, I just wasn't that good. So I had to just quickly let that dream die, and that was it.
Wow. Yeah. Similarly, I wanted to be a ballerina.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's I wanted. Cute. Did you take like dance classes? And stuff?
Did. I took ballet for about like 5 years.
That's cool.
Yeah, when I was really little, and then our teacher, our instructor, her daughter was an actual ballerina.
Okay.
And she brought her in to talk about it. And you would think, right? You would think she'd say something like, "Oh, just keep at it and make sure you practice.
No.
Do this daily." No, instead she said, the age to start is around 4. I wasn't 4.
Clearly.
She also said you have to put in a lot of money to even become a professional ballerina, because the equipment is really expensive. Like ballet shoes are really expensive.
Really?
You end up buying new ones about once a month.
Yeah, because you wear them out so quick.
Because you wear them out so quick. Like the actual costumes are expensive. She's like, if you want to be a professional, you have to train by people who are training professionals.
Yeah.
All of that is expensive.
Oh, I figured the actual professional classes and stuff would be expensive as heck. I knew that.
It's a lot of money. That you gotta, realistically, it's gotta come from your parents, right? Like what little kid is like,
yeah, that's just not.
I gotta.
And if you start training too late, the likelihood that you'll get into it is just.
There are a few, and even the few, I can't remember their names now. It sucks. I used to be really into like ballerinas, but there are a few that are like, oh, they started when they were old and people didn't think they would make it. But they were 8 when they took their first class. And I remember thinking like, classes. That's not even not that old. Yeah. That old. Like that's still a little girl. So that was really sad. I had to let that one go. Yeah, I used to be really into ballet.
So you legit heard that speech and was like, I'm not, as a kid, you realized, oh, I was like, my parents can't afford it, so I guess I can't do it.
Yeah,
that's kind of, I don't know. I get that's realistic, too real. But that's a little too real to tell some little kids. Like, she just instantly.
I don't think that lady thought that any of us wanted to go pro. I think she thought that we did this like as a fun little like.
Sure, but
I know
that's not something you like. I don't know. Like, I can imagine, what if like Kobe came to my school as like an 8-year-old and was like, yo, all right, so real talk though, if you haven't been playing basketball since you were like 3, if you're not already like.
But it's crazy because it's one of the few, I think, professions that you have to. It's not like.
No, it's not the same as basketball.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
people do legit go to basketball and just so happen to be tall and like practice enough and get good and go. Like it's not the same. Yeah, I get it.
It was just really sad. It was like, wow,
I can't believe she crushed. I'm
such a young little
kids. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of because I mean I don't know. I feel like I get it because I think there are like because professional ballerinas started like 17 or 18 like you can start pretty young.
super young. Yeah.
So I understand why you have to start young, but I don't see why you can't.
You also have to start young because the way that those bodies are shaped doesn't happen overnight. Right. Or even over a few years. Like the flexibility you have to build up has to start from when you're very, very, very
So you
young.
Can't go from like 11 to 18 and do it?
No.
Really? Like
no.
7 years,
you will
8
never
years?
make up the flexibility that someone who started before their body hit puberty will have had.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. And there's no amount of like hard work curve that you can do to overcome it? I'm sure
those are the stories. The girls who start at 8 as opposed to 3, 4.
They have to just
there's
work
no
twice
like,
as hard.
oh, she started at 15. No, there's none of that.
I get it.
And if there are, they're like doing. It sounds really like snobby, but they're not doing like international work. They're probably just like really good in their state, and that's about it.
I get it. I mean, that's tough though.
I know
that is
such
hard.
a hit to me, and that was just like a dream because. Now looking at it, they don't make that much money.
Aww.
So it's like
you just want to dance. You just want to dance.
I just wanted to dance. I know. I just wanted to dance my little heart out. I loved it because it was so strict. It's not like
for sure
fun dancing.
No,
it's
I know
like
it's
precise and I thought it was so elegant.
My sisters did ballet for like a long time, like at least 6 or 7. Yeah, like they did it from the time they were like small enough. Like
they could have done it.
Yeah, they literally probably could have because they started when they were like that young, like 3 or 4 or something, and went all the way up until like almost high school or whatever. So they could have, but that's not what they wanted to do though. They just weren't into.
I was all about it. And then Uptown Girls, and she's a little ballerina. And I don't know. That was mine. And then as I got a little older, I was like, well, what can I do?
So it already. No, I feel you. I can't say.
There was already disappointment in my heart as like a child.
I was just about to say it. It already sounds like you're ready to settle. Like, all right, so
what's left?
In high school, did you have or even middle school, like in your teenage years, did you have like a new dream job? Like when I get older, I want to do this thing. I did.
Okay, so middle school, Shotwell.
Yeah,
middle school. I was in theater.
Okay.
And I was pretty hard in the theater.
You were super into theater. Yes.
I did theater for like the 2 years of middle school, and I was like the lead in the school play when I was able to be the lead in the play. And I did really well, and I really liked it, and it was so much fun. Also the same thing, like it doesn't have to be very strict, but I took it that way of like studying like.
No, you gotta no, theater it's not for the faint of heart.
And I loved it so much. And I remember at the time, if you're not from, even if you are from Houston, I don't think this is like common knowledge if you are, but there are schools here there was a school in the area, Carver.
Yeah. It was like and I'm sure so basically all Carver was just like a performing arts like magnet school,
Yeah.
It's where you want to do theater, or if you were serious about music or like anything. Or
dance.
Yeah, any performing arts. Basically, if you want to do anything like outside of sports, that was kind of artsy. Yeah, you ended up having to. Well, not have to, because all of our schools had it. But I guess if the indication was if you were serious about it, you should go to Carver.
Right.
I don't know I don't know if it's like, do Carver art kids, do they end up getting more scholarships and stuff than ours, or no?
I don't know.
Like, was it legit?
Knew that they had more like money and resources allocated towards that.
That's true. Yeah,
and that was something that I wanted.
Yeah, Carver's theater program. My sister's in it now, and it's like super intensive. Like yeah, it's a thing.
I wanted to go real bad, but by the time that I realized I wanted to go there,
it was a little late. They basically were like, oh, I remember emailing like tons of people as a little kid. I was like, hey, how can I get in? And they just told me that I'd have to be a drop-off kid. Like my parents would have to drop me off every single day and pick me up every single day. Yeah, because you weren't zoned to the school. It was a little outside, so they would have to. Thinking back on it now, I don't know how your parents feel about it, but you don't live that far. I really don't.
But my parents, to this day, still, and back then they had the same job, going to work around like 5, so they have to leave here around like 4:30. Yeah, so they were like, no honey, we can't. And I remember being like, well, there goes another dream.
Died.
Why can no one support me?
So you never...
Well, here's the thing. So I made a big fuss, right?
Yeah.
About wanting to go to Carver. And my drama teacher in the school that I was at Shotwell, in my middle school, was like, well, you can still do theater in high school. And I thought, okay, yeah, I guess I could. And she knew the lady that was in charge of theater at our 9th grade center, because our high school split up into 2.
Right.
There's a 9th grade center and then the big high school.
That's just how they did
and I got to meet her, and she didn't like me.
Really?
And I don't know how to say that any other way, because I think
how did you know she didn't like you?
I just knew. I just knew she didn't like me. I think at the time I was like, well, am I reading into this? Do I just feel nervous around her? Like, I'm so used to my theater teacher. Is her style of teaching just so foreign to me that I can't get used to it? What is it? No, she didn't like me. She didn't like me. And then when I went to 9th grade and I was in her class, it was very, very obvious she didn't like me. It was obvious to me, and it was obvious to other students. I don't know what it was. I don't know if she just didn't like that I was really into theater. I don't know what it was. You would think that because I was so passionate about it, she'd love me.
Maybe she just wasn't the right lady for the job. As in, like, there are some teachers who are passionate about what they're teaching. Yeah. So they nurture these types of people who are also into it, right? Like, and then there are some people who are just there. They're just so happen to have a degree, and they just so happen to be teaching.
I feel like,
and she just wasn't the right lady for the job.
Like, she got off on embarrassing me. Like, that was a thing. Like, she
probably
was like,
so.
I don't understand.
And it was probably just easier to do it to you, because you probably went in her class with like some enthusiasm, like you know, and she just like, actually, let me tell you how wrong you are. Like,
it was weird.
Yeah.
And then because she was such a dick, I remember I showed up for like when they were casting the first play of the year. Yeah. And she, I don't know, she with her little attitude, and I didn't like it, and I just ended up walking out, and I was like, okay, well, never again. Yeah. And then when I ended up in 10th grade, and it was no longer her over the like theater department, I don't know, at that point I was like, you know what, she killed it. It's fine.
It just kind of put it down for you. Yeah. I get it.
So I guess my second dream job would have been an actress.
Right. What about now? Unless you had another one in between, but
no.
Right now you don't have a dream job.
No.
You just want to be doing what you're doing forever, yeah? This is life for you?
No. Death maybe?
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, I can't
think of anything that's like.
Well, that's why I said lifestyle, because I know what you mean. Like, I don't necessarily have a job in my head for sure where I'm like, okay, I want to be doing this and making it. No, I can imagine.
I would love to be able to work for myself, like not have anyone above me. But what would that even? I don't want to have a business. Not really.
You don't want to have. I mean, I wouldn't. So what I always say is, and what I stand true to it, I wouldn't mind having a business, and I maybe wouldn't even mind running it for a little bit. But I don't want to run it forever. Like, if I have a business, I want to get to a point in my business where all I am is the paychecks. Right. And I have someone, like, everybody under me, like, literally doing the work. I just kind of want to,
what would it be?
Literally, I don't know. Because I guess...
a restaurant.
Depending on that is, are we talking, like, this is already an established business and I just invest in it and become one of those people and make a lot of money from it? Or are we talking, I have to start a business
You
myself?
have to start it.
Ooh. If I have to start a business... Yeah. Maybe merch. Maybe just like a clothing. Merch? I know that's trash to say. Not merch. No, but like a clothing, like a t-shirt company or something. Or I just think that'd be the most doable. But my heart's not in that. I guess if I had like just dream aspirations, like I could just do whatever I want. A restaurant would probably be cool. Probably be the most
I think I'd want to own like real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be like a little real estate bitch.
So you want you want to have like a couple of different houses or buildings and stuff and just rent them out to like
like I'd love the idea of like purchasing like an apartment complex and like renovating it and then like seeing revenue from that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If I have to talk about like legit dream, I didn't have anything in high school. Just so you guys know, I'm not just at like I didn't have nothing in really after the basketball dream died. There really wasn't any dream for like years and years. And even now, I don't have a specific dream job. It's more I can just imagine how I want to be living.
Which is,
you got to put me on a spot right now. I just got to be honest. It's lavish. It's lavish. I imagine myself legit with a penthouse in LA.
Wow.
Just money, just for no reason, just money.
What kind of car would you drive?
You know what?
True
That's
sign of lavishness.
That's maybe I'm fake lavish because I wouldn't have the. No, you know what? I'm lying. I would have a driver.
You'd have a driver. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're talking really, but no, okay, that's a little like pie in the sky. If we're talking a little more realistic,
the penthouse in LA isn't.
No. But having a driver is a little pie in the sky. But if we're talking just like so there's two levels to it. If we're talking pseudo realistic, then okay, sure. I'm like, I have my a nice apartment in LA, not a penthouse, but a nice decent apartment or even a house in LA, not near the beach, but not far from the beach, right? Where I can go there, but not close enough where like if something happens, my house is just screwed, right?
Right.
And I probably will be driving. It definitely will be a new car, but it wouldn't be like it probably would be a new Impala, but like not brand new, like not whatever year it is. Like if we're talking 2030, it wouldn't be a 2030 car. It'd be like 2025, something like that. Like it'd be
modest.
Like, yeah, for sure, modest. A couple-year-old Impala, it'd be cool. I'll be rolling around, and I think to get the job I associate with this, and it sounds kind of goofy, but it'll be one of two things. It'll be some kind of celebrity for sure. It would either be an internet celebrity, so probably someone with like a really famous like
really
YouTube,
big podcast.
I don't know what I would be doing, but it would be like some really famous like YouTube channel, I guess, or Twitch or some whatever I got to do. I'll be famous on the internet, or like a talk show host or something like that, like something on TV on camera. I probably would prefer the talk show host because maybe
you want to meet famous people.
I kind of, but that's not the whole thing. I want to, because I'm not like the freaking out meeting famous people type of person. I forgot what the word is, like
a fangirl.
Yeah, I'm not really that type of guy, but I definitely would feel cool, and I want to be cool enough where I get invited to like
Taylor Swift's birthday party.
That'd be dope, but no. I was gonna say like Oscars and Grammys and like different like cool
the
stuff.
Met Gala.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Are you serious? That'd be insane. I'd really stick it to North. So
you have to be at a celebrity status then.
In order to no, there's no way.
You can't be rich because you had a very successful businesses. At this point, with that kind of lifestyle, no like successful business owner is getting invited to the Met
right.
Gala.
No, it's not. No, yeah. But that's just because we're talking about like really dream.
Oh my god! I just got it. I got it. Okay. Well, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Let's say you do head the route of businessman, right?
Yeah.
Business tycoon, and you buy up like maybe like a restaurant and turn it into like a franchise. You have a bunch of stores across the nation.
You're gonna tell me the Guy Ferrari is gonna come to my restaurant? It's right.
No. You get to the point where you have so much money that a celebrity finds you like as a suitable partner. Because I feel like as much as they say like, oh, I'd marry a regular person, they have to marry someone on their level of money. Are you asking
me if I'd be into married a celebrity?
I'm saying that way you wouldn't be a celebrity, but you'd be invited to all of those things.
I'd be all into that. That'd be cool too. And
like George Clooney's wife, who's a lawyer.
I would love to be some super famous person's wife. Like that'd be great. I mean, husband. Sorry. Husband. Whatever. I'd love to be like married to like a famous person. Like picture Basketball Wives, but like
that way you get both. You get both.
The best of both worlds. Yeah. No, that'd be awesome. Yeah, for sure. I've thought about it.
But then you'd be a married guy.
I mean, I want to be married one day.
Okay.
I'm not against marriage.
Like you wouldn't be able to indulge in like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Celebrity dating.
I probably right. That'd be kind. I'm not gonna lie. As crappy as it sounds, I would love to see like my face on like the cover with like, I don't know, like some like Zendaya or Rihanna or something. Like, are they dating? Like, they got seen out in public. Is this them? Are they dating? And then TMZ comes up to us and they're just like, hey Rihanna,
it's
is that your boyfriend?
That Tom Holland and Zendaya are dating.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've been dating on the low according to someone's mom. I don't know. I saw it on the internet.
That sounds nice. Super confirmed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be cool. They come up to us and they're like, Rihanna, is that your new boyfriend? And she just like covering her face, like, leave me the fuck alone. And I'll be like, yep, this is my.
She's like, it. No.
And I'm like, no, absolutely not. Yes, we are.
You sell like TMZ the exclusive interview. You're like, yeah, we're dating. It's okay. It's cool.
No, actually, I would probably just No, I'm just kidding. That'd be bad. I was about to say like, oh no, I'm the one who like leaks the sex tape, but like, no, don't want to do that. That'd be bad. No, that'd be cool though too. It's just, I don't know. It's just, this is very arrogant of me for sure. Like, absolutely, to assume that I would do anything important enough to get invited to important events. But I want it. I don't know. I want it. Like, yeah. I can't help it. Like, if I'm thinking like, if I legit just got to pick what kind of lifestyle I want, why not? Like, I would love it. It'd be cool. Or even like on a smaller scale, if I was just a regular like kind of internet celebrity, where I would want it to be. The reason I say celebrity is because I would want to go out in public and possibly get recognized.
Wow. Wow.
Like, oh, dude, I love your channel. Like,
what a fucking Leo.
I know, that's actually the most arrogant. But like, I can't say I wouldn't like it. Like, that'd be, you just can't imagine, like, whatever work you do.
Bro, when you have kids, everyone's going to call them ugly. There's going to be, like, all over magazines. It's
I'll fight them.
You think Beyonce's out here fighting people?
Nope, but that's Beyonce. That's a different level. Like, that's a level status celebrity. Even if I got to pick, I don't think I would be that level.
What kind of level do you think you'd be at that you somehow are still on covers, but you're like not that famous? Like, I don't think you're
B plus. There's like difference. There's A list, B list, C list. You know, I'd be B plus, maybe B minus.
Okay, yeah.
Like I would have a super popular YouTube channel, cool enough to where I probably would have. Okay, so realistically, the way it would happen is I would have a friend who's a musician, right? Like it just so happens that I'd be at whatever random party in LA, and I would meet like Tyler the Creator or something, and
okay,
and him and his friends are like, "Nah, dude, you're pretty cool, man. Like, you can start kicking it with us." So I'm just hanging out with Tyler the Creator. He puts me in one of his music videos or something. I let him come onto the channel. We play like games and stuff together. So now we're like friends. And then he invites me to more and more things. Like, every time he goes somewhere, I'm there too. I just kind of like low key join his entourage, and I'm there long enough until I meet the celebrity, girlfriend, wife, whoever.
All of this entire dream scenario that you've just described leads up to the moment where you meet Lord. Your eyes lock from across the room. And you know it's the one.
Don't say that. Don't do me like that. Why'd you have to make me feel like this on it? We're recording. I'm trying to be professional, and now I'm just flustered. Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, I'm probably, as the kids would say, I'm a Lord stan, whatever. But basically, like, yeah, she's my favorite artist. I love her to death. That is my favorite musical artist. After her first album was one of the best I've ever heard. I love it. And then she took that long break, and she kind of killed me a little bit inside. But it was worth it because I love the next album too. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think you just, even without realizing it, you described exactly how you would eventually
would happen.
Yeah. This is more of a dream love. Yeah, like how you idealize like a dream relationship than it is about a dream job, but we got there.
Well, like I said, I don't know. Well, I mean, it
starts with the job though,
right?
And that's how you get to
well, I guess the job would, that's why I say the most realistic thing I can think of would be, that's why I say talk show host would also be cool, because if I was some kind of talk show host, I don't have to be super famous, but naturally eventually I would get some kind of like famous person on my show. Maybe we got the chemistry, maybe they invite me to their parties, and then
I feel like talk show hosts are pretty
they're
big
famous.
Up there.
They're big. They're famous. But I mean, they don't start that way.
Right, but they have their own show because they eventually
famous. Yeah,
get pretty big.
Well, maybe my YouTube channel will blow up enough to where like Comedy Central's like, yo, come do a late night like show for us. And I'm like, yes, I want to do it. And I would do it. And I would interview celebrities, and I would just, if I liked them, all I would do was ask them about cool party stuff and like, oh yeah, so what's the, what's the coolest drug you've ever, like, it's okay, you could like just random cool
That's
stuff.
Weird.
Whatever. I know, but I would ask them about fun stuff, and if I didn't like them, I would just attack them like, so, how do you feel about your fans saying that you changed and that you're a sellout, and like just make it a very hostile interview.
Club, what have you been doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
Yeah, just the most hostile interviews possible. But either way, it'd be must see TV.
That's crazy. On the flip side, when I think about my dream lifestyle,
the total opposite, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, 100%.
You want to like get your money. You want to live the Ron Swanson style. You want to like get your money and go live in an undisclosed location where nobody knows where, in the woods somewhere, and just like live alone.
Not nearly that extreme, but the sentiment is there. Like, I don't want to be known for.
You don't want all the attention. You just want to do your job and get your money.
Yeah, like I'd love to invest in real estate and be able to travel a lot. I guess if I had like a dream lifestyle.
I know what I could see for you, but I'll let you finish yours first. But I know what I could see.
Super dream lifestyle. I'd be like constantly traveling. I'd love to have homes in all over the world.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to travel with like people that I love. Like I'd love to like say to my mom, like, hey mom, like let's take the month and go spend it in like.
That's so cute.
Hey Damari, let's go to like, I don't know. Let's go to Rome and just chill for like a few weeks.
She's like, what about
life? Eddie? What about my kid?
What about my life? My job?
I don't know. I feel like it's the one thing that I would love to have enough money to do, to be able to tell my friends like, it's okay. Like,
I got you.
Let me treat you.
Oh, that'd be cool. I kind of want that much money too, but
or maybe even hard. Like where I can go to them, where I can be like, let me just come over and like chill for now I just sound like a fucking like a couch surfer.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't know how much money you need for that. You could just do that.
I could just do that right now.
All you need is a friend who has a place. And
yeah,
like,
I guess.
yo.
The idea of like constantly traveling would be fun. In a perfect world, right?
Yeah.
Where I just happen to be so lucky and meet someone who wants exactly what I want. Yeah. I'd love to have like someone to travel with.
Aww.
I think that'd be great. But I know that's not like very realistic because people want to like settle down and like have kids and shit. And I don't want that. So I'd love to just work and then let my work pay off on its own. Mm-hmm. I think it's a great part about real estate once you hire like enough people.
Yeah.
Same thing as like a restaurant business.
Yeah, you're just making money. Yeah, money's just gonna come in. Yeah. Unless you don't do anything like as long as you don't have any like health code violations or something super
right.
Or like a like natural disaster like tears down one of your houses or something, like in general you'll be fine.
Oh, that'd be great. And then you could call me and you could be like, where are you? And I could be like, oh, I wanted a dinner in Paris, so I'm in Paris.
I'd be like, cool.
I just finished watching Sex and the City, so Paris is on my mind.
Let me get on my private plane. I'm on the way. I'll meet you there.
Save me a plate. Go ahead and order for me. I'll be right there.
Go. You know what I imagine though for you, and you could still have this type of lifestyle, but it would fit in perfectly with your like. Because I know you didn't go into detail, but I know what you're trying to say. You don't, like you said, you don't want like too much attention. You don't want any media from the press. You just want to like. I see you being
basically how I treat my social media now. Like never update it. Don't take any pictures. I take tons of pictures, but I keep that shit to myself.
I see you being a really famous but like secret type of like a weird filmmaker.
Oh my god, I love that.
I see you literally being like one of those filmmakers. And the cool thing about it is your movies will be so good because they'll be kind of weird, like kind of strange, you know?
Yeah.
But it'll be the type of thing that'll draw a lot of attention and like it'll sell tickets, obviously. Yeah. But it'll be cool because people will definitely want to come and interview and you talk or whatever about it. And you might do an interview here or there, but you won't really want to like it won't be your thing. Like you, most of the time you'll deny it.
That would be so cool. I could marry like or I could not marry. I could have like a partner who's also into that kind of stuff.
Like film, like
maybe another director or something.
Yeah, for sure.
A photographer,
or I could even
see.
I could see you once you. I was about to say once you get enough money, I could see you like literally like getting together with like a small local artist in like New York or something, and just being able to fund like, here you go, fam. Like, I got a studio in our apartment. Go crazy, and they're just like,
I love that,
and they would just do it, because I feel like that's the type of like that's the only type of like job I can think of where you would have enough money to do that, but you still would be allowed to keep yourself. Because I feel like film directors and like producers and stuff,
no one really cares about them.
Yeah, realistically, if you're like amazing, they're gonna pry a little bit, but they're not gonna be like outside your house waiting, like, who's that you're walking with? Like, no, it's
that's amazing.
Like, nobody's like bothering the Russo
or just
brothers,
like a screenplay writer. I'd love that
too. Yeah, for sure. But I could see that for you, definitely, because you still get all the big bucks, but you won't get all the attention that like the actors and stuff will get.
That's so cute. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, for sure. And you could do film direct.
Wow,
you could make films. I believe in you. You got a camera.
I have a phone.
That's all it takes.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with it. I'm a little sad that
this is all in an imaginary world.
Yeah, but you know,
okay.
It's fun to dream.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day one of us. All we gotta do is win the lottery, or work really hard. Wait. Yeah, the Powerball one gets picked on Wednesday. I've been really into buying lottery tickets. Really?
Yeah.
That's how much are you spending on it?
$2.
Oh, okay.
That's how much they are. The two big ones, Mega Millions and Powerball, are $2.
I don't know why I thought they were more.
Nope. I think Mega Millions is up to like $150 million.
Still.
So buy your tickets, dudes.
For sure. I might not though.
Just a quick reminder, we are on Twitter and Instagram as DS Degrees, and on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, D's Don't Get Degrees. I noticed someone commented on one of our posts that they were looking for us on Simplecast. Or no,
we're on Simplecast.
We're on Simplecast. They were looking for us on something. I should have wrote it down.
I forgot, but it's like a comment on the last post I put on our Instagram page. You'll see it, but it's we are there though as well. Like basically our partner, we're with Simplecast. Partner, that sounds so official, but we're with Simplecast, and Simplecast automatically kind of like puts our podcast on a couple different places. So if you ever if you're listening on like a different platform that we didn't like talk about, or if you have any questions like, hey, are y'all on here, whatever, like, let us know. We'll look into it.
Yeah, chances are
we're probably there.
Yeah,
we're on a lot of platforms at this point. It's cool. We talk about like iTunes and Spotify and YouTube. We just
figured those were the most
popular, the biggest ones. But
Overcast,
yep, there it is.
We are on Overcast as well. Which I hear has like a lot of like good features if you are an avid podcast listener.
Yeah, if you listen to a lot of podcasts, I guess.
We just figured it was easier for people on iTunes and like Spotify. But we are on those other things.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it for this week. We will see you guys for sure next week.
Yep, we do. Yeah, sorry if any breaks like this happen again, but sometimes life just gets in the way. Sorry.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
What?
Life gets in the way.
Yeah, life happens. I mean, I'm sure people get it.
Yeah,
it's fine. No big deal. But this is Dominic.
And this has been Jessica.
We are signing out. See y'all next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.